Chase, thank you for your time. Can you just walk us through that sequence when Matthew went down, when you're warming up with him and he's trying to fight through what he was fighting through? Can you just walk us through that sequence there?
Yeah, I mean, listen, as a backup quarterback, right, you're supposed to be ready at any given moment. And it was a pretty crucial part of the game. So for me, I was just trying to stay warm on the sideline, get stretched. I mean, we were waiting there for 57 minutes or whatever it was in the game. So, but, like I said, life of a backup. Wasn't sure what was going to happen. He went in a couple times, get wrapped up, whatever. So for me, it was just like, all right, finally got the go-ahead. Hey, you're going in, and just try to move the ball in the field.
All right, last thing, just I know you weren't out there for that one, but they had the long drive to start the second half, and then you guys went 3-and-out, then they had the other long one. That 3-and-out right there, I don't know, did you see anything that happened in that series that, maybe cost you guys, I guess, the inability to stay on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever been a part of somewhere where, and me and Matthew were talking about this, where we only had, we had 3 plays in the third quarter. That's tough. We put our defense in a tough spot. That's really what we talked about. Just couldn't convert on that 3rd and 6 to Marv on a little, in and out route. So, yeah, we ended up just putting our defense in a really bad spot, honestly, to be out there really the whole third quarter.
The catch that wasn't a catch down by the goal line. The effort obviously was exceptional. When you were able to watch the replay on the big board, what did you think of did you think you had it, and were you surprised it wasn't overturned?
Well, I knew I had it. Once I caught the ball, obviously when I caught the ball, my feet were down. So when I got up and he said it was incomplete, it threw me for a loop. And especially, when I saw it on the big screen, I mean, both my feet were down when the ball was in my hand. So, I don't know if I could say too much without getting in trouble or something like that, but I definitely think it was a catch, and I was actually mic'd up, and there's a couple of refs that thought it was a catch too. So, we'll just leave it at that.
You're a pro. You've gone through tough situations plenty of times. How difficult is it to get your mind immediately back in and move to the next play when something like that goes against you?
Well, it's not very difficult. It's just I think when something like that happens, you get more motivated, to make another catch, So right when that happened and they took that away, I was like, shoot, I want to get something again. So, you just got to, put it behind you, because it is what it is. You can't change it. They'll probably look at it and holler at coach tomorrow and, and tell the truth. But it is what it is. You just get back in, try to make the next play.
And your toughness of your quarterback. You've been here for 5 years. You've seen what he's battled through. For him to not finish this game, how much pain do you imagine he was in, or how much did you see him fighting to stay in the game on the sideline?
Yeah, I mean, as everybody in the world knows, how tough nine is, and I probably don't know anybody that's tougher than him, So definitely knew he wanted to finish the game. But hey, it is what it is, and we just gotta move forward. And he's an Iron Man. There's no doubt about that. So.
And how would you judge how you've played, say, the last 5 weeks or so since Kenny's been out? How do you feel like you've done in his absence?
I think I just done what I always do, and that's take care, capitalize on my opportunities. Whatever opportunity I get, I feel like if I get those opportunities, that I'm gonna make them. Especially if I get a lot of opportunity, I feel like that's when I really start going. And really start getting into the flow of the game and stuff like that. And this really just do what I do. That's all I focus on is my opportunities and making those big plays. So that's what it is.
Hey Marv, how good was it to see DeAndre Swift back out there after going through his medical issues the last week or so?
It's amazing to see him out there. When he's out there, we all have that confidence that anything can happen and we're gonna roll. So it was good to have him out there, good to have him out in practice and stuff like that. And he just adds it's another spark that's added to our offense. So it was solid.
When you play against a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, who can make so much happen, outside of the pocket. How much does it hurt the defense to suddenly lose a pass rusher like Everson Griffin the day before the game?
Oh, it's tough, the energy that he brings, the effort that he plays with. I mean, obviously he's a great player. It's tough, but, it's next man up. Just never no excuses. We had opportunities, but we couldn't make the plays that we needed to at the crucial parts of the game.
I have no idea.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Duran, do you want to kind of speak to the fight that the defense showed today?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, one thing I know about this group is, we're fighters. We're not never going to just, quit, fold. And we've seen that. We all wish we could have those 2 drives back after, the start of the third quarter. But we kept fighting. We made it hard on them, but got to just make it a little bit harder. I mean, that's a great team. Obviously, they're leading the division. I think won the division today, I believe. So it's a great team. We know that. So hats off to them.
Hey, Duran, just defensively, what kind of a challenge was it for you guys today, going against such an, elite offense? I don't think you guys just got 1 hit on Rodgers, no sacks. I mean, just how hard was it today for you guys competing with them?
I mean, like you said, that's an elite offense. I mean, with, Hall of Fame quarterback with great skill players. So, it's tough. I mean, we put ourselves in some good spots early, and then we put ourselves in some not so good spots, especially after, the start of the third quarter. So, I mean, we battled with them. I mean, obviously, they made more plays than we made. That's why they won. But we were competing and we was fighting hard. But like you said, that's an elite offense and, the best offense, statistically in the league.
You guys were obviously, you're short-handed on defense. It's been so for a little while. In the third quarter, when you guys are out there, for so long, the 9-minute drive followed by the 8-minute drive, what does that do to you guys on defense? I mean, I know you have no control over it, but how hard is it to be out there and stay competing at 100% for those 2 long drives?
I mean, at the end of the day, on that first one, we put ourselves in that position. So, I mean, it's tough, but, you got to keep going. We had the opportunity to get them off on 3rd and 14, and, we didn't do it. So, I mean, that's on us. It's nothing they did. I mean, we had the opportunity to get off, and we couldn't get off, so.
Obviously we know 9 is a warrior, man. He'll battle through a lot. He'll push through a lot of pain. So, if he can't go, then it's really because he can't. So, obviously the team will take a look at it, but that's, the medical stuff's not really my thing.
Can you just, obviously you guys were so shorthand on the defensive side of the ball today and kind of got in a bad situation there in the third quarter when they, that 3 and out that you had and they had the ball for like 17 of 18 minutes or whatever it was. Offensively, was there anything special that you guys were trying to do to help your defense, I guess, knowing how shorthanded they were?
Simple answer, just stay on the field. Stay on the field, sustain drives, wear their defense down, to give our defense, a breather, because we know that they have a very dynamic offense on the other side of the ball. So, in the third quarter, us being able to not stay on the field was killer because what have we had, like 3 plays in the whole quarter. And then, we were able to still make it a 1-score game late and try to give us a chance, but at the end of the day, I think the thing that was pretty good to see today was the guys just kept fighting. The guys sustained the energy, and there was always the belief. And that's the one thing you always want to see. That's the one thing I think this team has always done is, no matter what, we're going to believe and we're going to keep fighting.
Hammond asked, how does this effort feel given that you guys kept fighting throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, we've said this all year. We've got great guys in the locker room, guys that will continue to keep punching, keep doing what we're, what we're told and just trying to take it one play at a time. I think we were almost in the exact same situation as we were last week, and I think we just we kept fighting in both games, and this one just didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. So I think that's where it was.
Hey TJ, how good was it to see DeAndre Swift come back out there after the injury issues he's had?
Yeah, I mean DeAndre's a guy that we love having in that huddle. Him and AP and and Carry-On, all those guys are guys that you just look at in that huddle, and you know that we could spring a big play out at any moment. But DeAndre especially is a guy that very shifty, downhill runner, makes guys miss, and just just having him back is just another weapon, another thing that we can place, and we're excited about him, I think.
Yeah, TJ, we've all talked about, you guys have talked about the different atmosphere under Bevel. And did you feel like the way you guys came out in this game, it was tied at halftime, did you feel like that was still continuing, like call it whatever you want, but that does that make it hurt even more now with the way it ended?
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to have fun. I mean, like we talk about all the time is, we are playing a kids game. We are doing, we're out there just grown men, playing a kids game as a living. So, just being able to come out, and have fun, and credit to those guys. They gave us one possession in the third quarter. I mean, we got the ball with 6 minutes left, and in that third, and that's a tough deal to do, and we felt like we were clicking, and then when that happens, it's obviously tough, but we just got to keep fighting, and that's kind of what we continue to do. So.